Hi, Sands. Hope you had a happy 4th of July. We did down here. Victoria and I got a little bit of vacation. We left on Wednesday, came back Sunday. We had about 5 days off and went camping not far from here, about 60 miles, 60 miles south west of here. With that said, we obviously tried to take some time off, but with the earthquakes, we had to be in contact with work and just wanted to kind of go over our protocol with you on those. Being that the earthquake was over 160 miles away from the Coachella Valley in the real north high desert, San Bernardino County, almost central California. I believe it's almost 3 hours away from here. We got kind of the ripple effect here. It was kind of a rolling earthquake. We did feel it where we were too. We called into work. The first earthquake was around 10 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, and I'm sorry, Thursday, and we had somebody on staff that took a quick ride around and checked everything out. The following day, we obviously had a 7.1 in the same area, and again, ripple effect down here. Not any damage done here. I believe the closest damage was Yucca Valley, which is on the high desert there, about 30 minutes away from us. Some of the grocery stores had some things knocked off the shelves, but no damage here in the Coachella Valley. We do when we put new units in, they're earthquake strapped down, so they're ready for these types of units. And the older units, in the future, you should always check on those and make sure you have the proper strapping on your units if they're here full time. Our protocol again is that we send someone out to the common buildings to check the gas lines and make sure there's no damage to our common buildings, and then they drive the streets to make sure that no homes visually have any damage to them. If there was any damage due to major earthquakes, fires, anything like that, we'd be notified immediately. But that's our protocol. And both earthquakes, we had someone out and did a quick visual check of the area. Any questions? We did have a few emails about it, and again, if you ever have any questions or any comments about it, feel free to send those via email or give us a call. I wanted to update you on the mailroom and laundry room construction. I've been talking about this for a while. We finally got approval to move forth. The laundry room and mailroom will close down on July 22nd of this month here. So the 22nd, the mailroom should be down for approximately 2 to 3 weeks, and the laundry room will be down for about 6 weeks. This will take us to the end of August and should be up and running by the beginning of September. The laundry room is getting a full overhaul with new machines, and a lot of you requested a bigger machine for washing larger bedding material and stuff like that. So we're getting a large washer, large dryer, and a little bit of a reconstruction of the location. We have a little bit of a room in the storage area behind the stackable dryers, and we'll be making the room we'll be moving those back a little bit, so we have a little more room in there for you to be able to fold your clothes and do your laundry and stuff, and new flooring, paint, those types of things. With that said, also the mailroom, we're having full reconstruction in there. We're going to add some lockers so that you can, after hours, get your packages, sort of like the Postal Service does, where they put a key in your box and you're able to put the key in, open the box, leave the key in the box, and then grab whatever package you have available to you. The mailboxes themselves will be moved around a little bit, and we'll be adding another table in there, and so it'll be a nice addition to a very aging room there and be more modern and updated for you. So we apologize about last week. Of course, on the 1st of July, our credit card machine decides to die on us, and not much we can do. We worked with IT to try to revive it, but it just wouldn't. So we had to send it out to get repair, or not get repaired. We had to send out for a new one, which took about a little over 24 hours to get to us here. On Wednesday morning, late Tuesday night, it arrived. We did a couple downloads and made sure that everything was updated overnight, and then we were able to start processing payments on Wednesday morning, which we sent a email out. I apologize about the Facebook post. I had put up a Facebook post but forgot to push post on it, so Facebook wasn't notified on that. But if you haven't made your payments or need to make your payments, most of you that called in, we took your number down. We'll be calling you today. And for those of you that want to make your payments, we've extended the late date of July 10th to July 15th just to make sure everybody gets their payments in on time and doesn't incur any late charges. Again, it was out of our control. Machine just died. Not much we could do about that until we received a new one. I want to talk a little bit about EasyPay. This has been talked about a lot over the last year since Sun took us over, and this was talked a lot about when the former company had us as a automatic debit from your account so that you could pay your payments for full-time residents. So anyone that has an annual resident lease with us will be able to utilize this, whether you're here full-time or not, as long as you have an annual lease. Basically, you'll be getting this in the mail. It's called Easy Pay. It's kind of a mailer. It kind of walks you through the directions and everything. At the bottom, it basically states that if you want to have this start for August 1st, you need to be registered by the 29th of this month, July. It's pretty easy. You're going to go to, I'm going to be moving my camera around here. You're going to go to a website, which is suneasypay.com. So I'll show you that real quick. suneasypay.com. And then you're going to turn my camera around here. You're going to get this screen, and you're going to put your email address in and your password. And when you get that there, it's going to take you to another screen. And that screen will be a Enrollment Now button on the screen. It should have your name, site number on there, and it'll say Enrollment Now. And then that's going to take you to a banking screen, and you're going to need your 9-digit routing number, and then you have to re-enter that number. You'll need your 4 to 17-digit account number, and you need to re-enter that number. Once you've done all that, you're going to press Continue. And that's going to take you to another screen, and that's going to either deny, or I should say it's either going to validate or not validate your banking account. So maybe if you made a mistake and didn't get the numbers in correctly, it'll take you back and you'll have to put them back in. If you validate, it'll ask you to continue, and then at that time, it's going to ask you to click yes. That wants to reaffirm that you want to enroll in an electronic payment system, and then press continue. When you get to this screen, once you've enrolled, it's very simple. You'll go back to the resident portal at any time. And the resident portal is basically set up for 2 reasons. 1, you can get electronic banking, and 2, you can renew your leases electronically rather than getting a paper in the mail. And so with that said, you can update at any time on that resident portal. And when you go to update, you can discontinue the electronic payments by pushing one button. You can also update banking information. So if you change your accounts or whatever the reason is, you'll get a pop-up window after you update your information, or you discontinue the service, and you'll just confirm that, and then you'll be done, or your new information will be uploaded. So if there's any questions, I'd be happy to walk you through there. It's a really simple system. Again, suneasypay.com, and this is only an option for annual residents. Anyone that has a lease with the Sands that has a year-round lease on their site can utilize this system. This is an automatic checking system. It's only valid with U.S. bank accounts. So a lot of Canadians have a bank account in the U.S. You can utilize that bank account. Cannot use Canadian banks at this time. And then if you ever, for some reason, we had a non-sufficient fund, basically an NSF check given to us, it might hold you up. We'd have to go into the system and show that you've made 6 consecutive payments correctly without the checks not being valid, and we'll be able to fix that for you. So if you run into any problems, feel free to give us a call, and myself or Victoria will try to walk you through and get you through that. Again, this is new to us. We've just been trained on it, and this is now valid to you. You will receive a resident number when you do sign up on the resident portal. If you don't receive that right away or soon after, let us know. We'll have to go into the system and see why, and we'll get you your number. Once you sign up, it actually produces a number for you through our computer system. So again, if you have any questions on that, I don't want to confuse you too much. It's again pretty simple. The new text system, quite a few comments on those, especially those of you in Canada. We apologize it's not available in Canada. It wasn't meant to not be available in Canada, but there are federal communication laws that to be able to text into Canada that certain companies have to do. We've added this as a fourth option for you to receive information. This is not the only option. And when you do come into the U.S. territories with your Canadian phone, you will actually be on the U.S. system at that time and be able to utilize our text system. Again, you'll go to your messenger, you'll type in the number that we've given you, and then in the text message body, you'll type in SANDS, SANDS, and you'll receive a message back from them asking if you want to opt in, and the answer is yes. And at that time, you'll be added to our text system. Right now, we have about 30 participants on that system. Again, this is a fourth option. One, if we have problems here at the resort, such as a water break, notification needed activities, we usually go door to door and make sure that that's posted. Second, we send out emails to anybody's email list that's signed up on our email list. And three, we have Facebook that we post on. And then fourth option now is text messaging. This is, again, options that we've given our community so that you have the opportunity to be able to be notified when things are being done. So again, if you have any questions about the text system or you're having trouble with it, please feel free to give us a call. We'd be happy to try to walk you through it. Again, our Canadian residents will not be able to participate until they cross into the U.S. territories for that. Let's see, golf course, good news. As we said last year, we were hoping all of you would be patient with us as Sun took us over. There was so much going on. We basically rolled our golf rates into the following year with a little bit of an increase, but didn't have that many options. And I know that was a lot of options, or a lot of options were asked for when it comes to our golf rates. We have so many people that stay for a shorter period of time than a full membership would allow for. They wanted discounted rates and other things. So Paul and I sat down a couple of weeks ago and we put together a list that had to be sent to our region for approval, and that's been sent and approved, and our marketing team is putting those together. We hope to unveil those sometime in August, if not sooner. As soon as we get those new rates for our golf, we'll send those out to you so that you can prepare yourself for what's going to be happening here in our next golf season. And then finally, our new leases. In July of each year, our main office starts to prepare the new leases. Anyone that has a lease with us, basically anyone that stays and has a year-round home, will receive another lease. And those will be coming in the mail with rules and regulations. We've updated the rules and regulations, just clarifying a few things in the rules and regulations, and those are waiting for approval from the regional manager. And once those are done, then they'll be put into the packets, and the packets will be shipped out to you. If you have moved or you don't think your address is correct in our system, please feel free to send me an email or call Betty or Victoria at the front desk and see if they can update the system. That's where they'll be getting your address from the main office when they send these out. And it will be coming soon. Over the next 4 to 6 weeks, you'll probably start to receive them, if not sooner, depending on the mail service. If you have any questions, our office is always open. I've been saying this since I took over as your manager, that my door is always open unless it's an employee meeting or an emergency and I'm on property. I'm always here. It means the phone can always ring and I will always return your call. If you have any issues that are going on or things you want to talk about, I'd be happy to do that with you. Have a happy week, and I should be back to you next week, if not a little bit after that, just to give you some more updates on what's going on here at the Sands. Thanks.